Hi Scorpios, welcome. We're going to do your overall reading for the year of 2019. So I'm recording this in December. If you're watching this in January, then Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an amazing New Year's Eve. And if you're watching this in December, then I kind of have sort of like a side note. Of course, you can do this in January as well. But we're going to have a look at 2018 first before we're going into 2019. Not necessarily me picking cards in 2018 because we know what happened, we know where we're at. But really looking at the growth you guys have been through, because I feel a lot of you guys have finally made sort of like a cut. It's like with the past, a cut with certain ways of doing, certain ways of speaking to yourself, Scorpio, more in a compassionate way, or trying to work towards that. Also being very clear with setting boundaries with people. What you allow, what you don't allow, what you want, what you really do not want, and all of those things. So it's very powerful, and I want you guys to look at, really write those points down. It's like, where are you proud of when it comes to 2018? I really need you to at least write down 3 things you're really proud of you actually did or stopped doing when it comes to 2018. Because the more you build up yourself before you jump into the new year, before you really take it on, before these eclipses that are about to happen in January, I kind of want you guys to build up yourself within, build up your confidence, build up your faith, build up your self-talk and your self-belief. Because it's going to be so helpful when it comes to the energies that are coming up, and you can actually ride the wave forward, no more backwards, just forward, right? Really want that for you guys. And this month actually we really connected, because the December reading, you guys really came through when it comes to the views and the response, and because I felt so connected to the Scorpio energy, I had this meditation moment, and this realization came into me of really understanding on a more deeper level how hard you guys can be on yourself, until another extent. I mean, I'm Cancer. I do have Scorpio in my chart, but I'm Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, Cancer Mercury, all of that. So I do know how hard water signs can be on themselves. I do know a lot of depth when it comes to Scorpio, but I've never imagined how hard that can go and how intense that can be. That self-talk, and the way you can put yourself down. It's almost stinging yourself. And the thing is that it's not for everyone, every single Scorpio out there, but there are, especially when you have a Scorpio sun and rising and moon, almost like me, sun and rising, and it's just, there's so much depth when it comes to that, and you can hold on to sort of belief system about yourself for so strongly, because you guys are fixed energy, right? And to really try and build that up, get out of that shadow period, and not necessarily by just all of a sudden being really nice to yourself, or have a lot of compassion and patience with yourself, because you can't change the core. But what we're going to look at is the things that happened, to really just see it as something that happened for you and not to you, and it helps you to grow and evolve and become the best version of the best version of the best version of yourself. Not for that neighbor, not for that boyfriend, not for your wife, for self. Because once you guys start to do things based on yourself and for the growth, that's so powerful. You can literally become and be anything. I'm getting that in 2019, Scorpio, you're gonna have moments of pure, the purest version of spiritual awareness, It's going to be almost out of body experience. I saw this vision of you sitting on a cloud and literally looking at yourself, at your life, at like coming out of it, literally like out of the situation and looking at it from a completely strangest position, and really just look at things without any things attached, just as it is, as is. I'm hearing you're gonna have those moments. It's gonna surprise you. Trust me, you're like, that's literally what they're saying. Almost like an out body experience. It's gonna happen multiple times. I'm hearing like 6 or 7 times when it comes to 2019. And I'm really excited about how clear they are with these messages for 2019. Like when I meditate on you guys' energy, it's gonna be like 6 up to 7 times that you're gonna have like this sort of out of body experience and really have the answer and finding it within, because you go without almost. So that's going to be very powerful. You're going to have a solar eclipse on the 5th/6th, because it depends where you're at, of January. So instantly the beginning of 2019 in your 3rd house. That's your house of communication, of networking, and also about becoming more aware of things. So because that eclipse happened in right in the beginning, it's going to play out throughout the first 6 months of the year. So it's going to be like almost like how do you say that? It's going to be like a closer look, like a spotlight on connection when it comes to the way you communicate inside a connection. Could be like a relationship, could be a family dynamic, but really like looking at it from a place of being aware. Being aware in what you don't say. And almost so aware that you can't even keep it back. It's going to be such like a powerful, like almost like an Ace of Swords type of communication. Liberating, I'm hearing. Freedom. It's going to free you up. So this thing that needs to happen. It's going to happen in 2019 because you build up towards it, Scorpio. So then on the 20th, 21st, like I said, depends on where you're at, of January. So same first month of the year, we're going to have a lunar eclipse in your 10th house. So that's your house of your career and status. So reputation, right? And it really will have like sort of a wake-up call moment of like, and again, a closer look at, am I happy in my career? Do I actually want to build up a career? Do I want to change? Why is it I'm doing this work? What is it bringing me? What is it bringing others? How do I interact with people about my career? Do I actually interact with people about it? Or do I just keep it to myself? Do I feel that I need to go out in the world and connect with people that with similar thoughts and processes and beliefs, so I can become more aware of what it's at that I want to go? Because I feel a lot of you guys have no idea where you want to go, but you just feel you have to go. And that will become very clear in the first 6 months of this year. So it's a lot of growth when it comes to that. Maybe you want to hypen up like your skills. Like maybe you want to take up extra classes or things like that. But what I want to say before I forget, there's a lot of focus when it comes to your health. So your wealth this year, literally your wealth will be in your health. That's literally for everybody, but that's going to be the crowning everything for 2019. The more you focus on your health and what makes you happy, and the releasing sadness and releasing pain, and speak to maybe somebody professionally, having connection to people with a higher frequency, not lower, higher frequency, higher knowledge, a higher wisdom, and that will awaken that part of you, will most definitely help you get out of it. Because there's a shadow part that has been pulling at you this entire year, 2018. So your wealth will be in your health. The more healthy you feel, the more healthy you think, eat, sleep, pray, all of those things, it will most definitely help you, because there's a lot of opportunity for you to have a lot more income in 2019, a lot more side income, or building up a new career, switching that around. But it has to have balance when it comes to your health. No self-sacrificing in 2019. I already gave you guys a heads up about a cold that could come into December, and it did, because a lot of you guys said, listen, I just got this cold, I just recovered from a cold, I got the cold. So yeah, they're not playing around when it comes to the message, when it comes to your health. So wealth is in your health. Also, what I got really strongly for you guys is that 2019, and I have to laugh because it's so savage. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it in a way that it's like, it doesn't have to get censored. It's 0 F's giving. 0 F's to give at one point in 2019. 0 F's to give when it comes to other people's opinions, what they want you to become, what they want you to do, how perfect they want you to be. No. No, it's not in a mean way. It's not in a self-centered way, a selfish way. It's in a listen. I'm awake. I'm aware. And I know that all of those things, and me caring about that person's opinion about me and about my life and the choices that I make, that has literally nothing to do with them, but it's their fear projected onto me. I can't give a F. I just can't. And the universe won't let you give a F either. Because when you're around a person that makes you feel like that too much, you're going to get sick. You're going to be very sensitive to certain type of energies when it comes to them wanting keeping you small or tight or packed into a package or something. Being, as long as you live your life between the lines, and they will be okay, and they're not having fear towards. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not gonna fly with you in 2019. You're gonna have no F's to give. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's what they're saying. So I'm just gonna go with it, okay? What will be very helpful when it comes to you having those outer body experience, or having that higher knowledge moments, because you're gonna have them a lot. Like I said, this year, small little trips and getaways will help you comprehend like more of like the deeper knowledge, and putting putting it in perspective. Okay, to really put it in perspective, these coming 6 months will be go and green light for you guys. We have like so much good energy when it comes to January, February. Almost no retrogrades at all at the moment. So no pulling you back, no holding you down. No, it's go, go, go. Scorpio, it's go, 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 okay? Like I said, little small getaways. It could be a night in a hotel. It could be spending time with family in another state. It's like all of those things will help you it will help you transform this year. So go and do that as much as possible, okay? If it's not possible, then create it in another way. Just small little journeys, trips. Maybe it's a road trip. You can go and get a car, or get your own car and drive for 2 days. I don't know. Anything. That would really help you a lot. Keep taking action, Scorpio. It's go season. That's really what I'm hearing. Keep taking action. Okay. That's all I got when it comes to my meditations and everything that I did on your energy for 2019. Now let's see what the cards have to say. I'm really going with my intuition when it comes to these year readings, because the cards are just a tool. Okay, there we go. That's a lot of cards. Okay. I'm going to put these back because it's a lot. I'm going to take these. This one came out first. Then I always use my cards as tools. So every reader reads differently. Let me see. What else came up for Scorpio? Boom. There we go. Told you about the Ace of Swords. Look how powerful this is going to be. Oh, Lord. Springtime is going to be it, Scorpio. It's going to be emotional. Emotional, I'm hearing. Scorpio. Yes. Okay. There we go. Good. Now don't get scared. It's okay. There we go. One more card. Well, two more cards. Okay. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups. So. Put this down if it works. Yeah, sort of. Scorpio. Starting off, like I said, you gotta disconnect from certain old ways of thinking, you know, and also what other people's opinion do to you. You're gonna feel that pull in the beginning of the year. You're gonna feel that pull when it comes to like January, February, maybe even March. Think just January, February of like, hey, I wanna go. I feel this pull, I feel this push. But then yet I feel my fixed energy, you know, is keeping me not necessarily stuck, but just more in the I wanna do it, I'm gonna do it, but I feel like I first should prepare a little bit more and really just trying to make the decision. I feel this, you're gonna have a hard decision in the beginning of the year that's not gonna come easy to you, but it's gonna be so good for you. Look at that. So, releasing old patterns, releasing maybe even addictions. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. It's for everybody, it's different. But maybe even an addiction to a sort of way of living, a sort of way of self-talk, a sort of way of connecting to people, of letting them drain you, letting them confuse you. I'm even hearing like letting them let you wait on the waiting bands and all of that. So it has to do also, could be that for some of my Scorpios that are dealing with two energies. So it could be a fire energy and an earth energy around you, Capricorn, and a fire sign I'm hearing Aries, Leo, and trying to make a decision between both of them. Who are you going to pick? That's not for all my Scorpios, it's for a little small group. I'm feeling more masculine energy to that actually. So deciding where to go, you will make the decision in the beginning of the year. So if you're watching this as a cross watcher, then that person, the Scorpio, will most definitely make a decision in the beginning of 2019. Let's focus on more of like the general energy, because I really do feel that it's about decision making, and it's about either I stay here or I go where I want to go. And I feel like this gonna be you. It's literally you. Look, I'm ready for 2019. Oh, wait. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I don't want to slip back into all of this. Okay? That's what it's gonna feel like. But this is also representing the solar eclipse in the beginning in Scorpio. It's gonna be on Scorpio. And the Scorpio eclipse, solar eclipse, it's the 5th and the 6th. Like I said, it's gonna be very important. That's why I want to sort of catch you before we move into January. So you guys can prepare for it, right? It's like you've already written down on a piece of paper and already got your head wrapped around what you want to release, where you're going, okay? So then springtime's arrive. Could be like in a little bit of less time of the summer, of the winter. Of course, it depends on where you're at. You could be in summer, spring, then just turn it around, just see it as a month, okay? So January, February, March, and the seasons, right? I do it winter, January. Okay, whatever. I'm rambling. So I'm just gonna say when springtime arrives, so for some of you it will be fall. When springtimes arrive, you feel it. I feel when springtimes arrive, that's the first one you're gonna have, or the second, but a very intense one. It's gonna be that what I spoke about, right? That spiritual experience, that almost out of body experience. That's the first one that's gonna arrive, and it's gonna send you within, and you're gonna go in with a sense of you feel this overwhelming energy. You're gonna feel like this overwhelming energy of love, of freedom, like almost you get out of the shadows and out of the war almost, and see clearly, like it's this beautiful white beach, almost empty, and you're just walking there, and there's nothing that consumes your energy or is in your aura. It's just spread out ocean, and it's the sun that's going down or coming up, depends. And it's just that overwhelming feeling of space around you, and feeling the room almost, like, right? It's like almost feeling everything inside the room, but feeling the space in the room. It's like that. It's going to be like almost an opening of the heart chakra. It's open heart, living like life with an open heart. And it's going to be so overwhelming, but it's going to help you so much when it comes to setting boundaries. I'm feeling like you're going to reconnect, redirect, your path. That career energy is going to come in spring. That 10th house, lunar eclipse energy is going to really play out when it comes to springtime. And I'm going to get one clarifier because I need it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading the cards. It's gonna help you make really big decisions. You're gonna come in with the Ace of Swords, cutting out things that has sort of almost like being like a silent passenger on your train, okay? And has never even paid a ticket or whatever. He's just hiding. He or she is just hiding somewhere. Almost like that little leftover from 2018 that sneaked his way into 2019. You're going to catch it and cut it. So it's going to be equal give and take. You're going to receive some things from people because it's time, Scorpio. It's time for you to receive and be open to that. So I feel you're going to connect with somebody that's going to help you make sense of everything that you're feeling and experiencing at that moment. It's almost like a lot of Scorpios will have such an important spiritual awakening. So, Six of Pentacles, finding more balance between what you give and what you take and all of that, but also when it comes to your wisdom. I almost feel like you're gonna have sort of like this higher knowledge that you're gonna share and spread to the people who need it, right? And I feel there will be some heartache and sadness coming up, and disappointments when coming up. Not because you're gonna get disappointed or you're gonna live through something in that moment of time. Could be that around summertime you're gonna have something happening that's gonna cause you to take a moment, to take a break, and to really focus on, listen, what is it happening inside my heart right now? What is going on? But what I do feel mostly is that you're gonna walk a path where you will sort of be in a profession where you deal with people that come to you with a broken heart, almost like a broken soul, and it's healing. And you know what's so powerful, and that's what I just heard now, is that out of this sadness, out of this misery, out of this, the way you grow up, the way you experience life, the things you've been through, the things you grow through, and things you've left behind in 2018, that is almost something that will help you build your career on. It's gonna bring you something special. You know, it's all part of the journey, because look at that. You go from the 6, from the Queen, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So when it comes to summer, you're going to be able to really build up something. It's like that's like July, August is going to be you really focusing in on you and your work and your career. And that's a 10th house energy again, right? Is that how do I see myself? What do I do? What makes me happy? What is it I want to evolve in? And I feel you changing, making big changes when it comes to summer energy. Powerful. Focus on yourself, because you're gonna find healing, and it has something to do with your work. Now, good news for the Scorpios who are trying to get pregnant. 2019 will be most definitely a year where that can happen if you want to, of course, okay? But it's gonna happen around September, October. And it could be most definitely be that that's when you will deliver the baby. So then you might get pregnant in the beginning of the year. But I feel that it is going to be conceived around this Virgo's Libra season, because you're not going to be focused on it too much. If you've been trying for a long time, you're not going to be focused on it too much, and that's when it happens. Because you see the universe like, ta-da, surprise! You didn't think it was going to happen, did you? Thank you for giving us the opportunity to actually bring this into your life, because now you're focusing your energy on something else, right? I feel you working on your internal body first. First, you have to break through certain patterns and things and way of speaking to yourself and loving yourself. You still had some spiritual growth left to do before you're ready to take on this role. I'm feeling breaking the cycle. And I'm not saying this like, hey, I'm saying this to you, you need to be... it's really the cards that's saying this to me. So I'm just the messenger. Take it as it comes, okay? For the people who do not want to get pregnant, definitely keep your heads up around fall season. Keep your heads up, okay? Like, be aware of this. So what I love about your reading is that it's so strong, because you come up as such strong, beautiful energy, as queens, as the Empress. I mean, honestly, Scorpio, beautiful. So the universe has some great things for you in the works when it comes to 2019. Don't, like, just, you can't not be surprised to certain things, okay? By certain things, you will get surprised, you will get options. There are some moments where it is asking you to be very clear in your communication and to really just keep moving forward, making comments with the past and building the future, okay? And really being in present as well. You're gonna have really high highs in 2019. You're going to have some lows, but those are really crucial for your growth. And don't forget, you have no F's to give this year. You do not get like a basket of F's to give out. You don't get that. So don't. Because it will not vibrate with your energy very well this year, okay? Okay, so by the end for my single Scorpios, I feel that in the summer months and most definitely fall energy, you will get somebody contacting you, and you're gonna have like this. This is not for everybody, but this is most definitely for my single kind Scorpios. You're gonna go through so much growth. You're not even really gonna have that much energy to like focus on a relationship when it comes if you're single right now. But you most definitely will connect to somebody on the same similar frequency after that growth, after those, like I said, those spiritual moments. You're gonna have that growth, you're gonna have that jump ins um, into new energy that will most definitely give you a new sense of energy. You're gonna send out, and you're gonna attract somebody, and it's gonna be online. You're gonna have like conversations online. So it could be Tinder and all of that. But it could also just, being, I don't know, Instagram or something. Something like that. It's going to be at least, it's going to be challenging in the sense of it's almost too good to be true when it comes to this person. This person is almost going to be too good to be true. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, okay. Damn, what a card. Sorry. I literally just jumped out with the entire deck. Scorpio, 2019. Read this. Expect a miracle. A miracle baby. Isn't that beautiful? Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That's your message for 2019. Keep the faith. I feel a very strong energy when it comes to Scorpios that want to get pregnant, that have been trying for some time. Just have faith that your prayers have been heard. They have been heard, and it will come. It's going to come in divine timing. So don't feel like it's all of this energy. It's not. It's going to come. Trust me, the more you're just going to be in the moment and let it go and focus on your health and on your spiritual growth as well, and your changes to your career, the way you communicate, oh, it's going to happen so beautifully. So that most definitely is in the cards for you guys. If that is not what you're looking for, it is something I feel it could also most definitely be, it has to do something with healing. I feel for some of you guys could be dealing, and I'm sorry if this still is gonna come out and you don't know about this yet, but I feel for some of you guys, you're gonna find out that that you already figured out you are dealing with or suffering from breast cancer. And don't get freaked out or anything. Just make sure you get your checks up and everything always. As a woman, we gotta do that. We just have to. But also as men, there are men out there that do get breast cancer as well. It's always overlooked, right? Because it's always the woman, but it could most definitely be the man. But anyway, there will be healing this year, so that's why I don't want you to freak out. Because it's very beautiful, and I feel for some of you guys, you just recently figured that out. And if you are, then I'm so sorry, and I'm sending you all the positive and healing energy that I got. Like I'm giving you that energy. When it comes to dealing with cancer, and this is for everybody, maybe it's a mother, maybe it's one day in your life you're gonna have to face this. Any negative energy is killing. And maybe it's the wrong word to say. Yeah, let me not say that. Sorry. Any negative energy will feed it. Positive energy It's of course not gonna like only think positively and all of that, and you're gonna get healed. You don't need surgery, you don't need chemo. It's not about them. I will never put that. It depends on everybody. It's a personal journey, and every person is different. So, and everybody's situation is different. So I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to be promoting that. But helping yourself, always keeping a faith, staying positive, laugh as much as you can, watch movies that make you laugh, just anything that gets you in the moment and will not get you stuck in like a fear-based energy. It will help. And let people pray for you as much as possible. So I feel you've been praying for your health, and it will happen this year, honey. It will. Expect a miracle. Stay positive. That's why I kept getting a health is your health is in your wealth, and you will figure out why this year. Okay, so it's not negative. Don't because it's a heavy subject, I know, but it's never no reason for me to talk about things. I always have to reach one or maybe sometimes 10 people, and I do. So I will never ignore that as well. Yes, okay. It's also a really good affirmation when you're dealing with something. I myself have dealt with serious health issues for a long time. I just kept writing down, thank you for my healing, thank you for my healing. It was an affirmation. Wow, that's okay. I'm going to go with this one. It was an affirmation that helped me, kept me from so much negative energy at one point. I really did got the best of me, and I start doing all those affirmations on a daily basis, and I just start focusing on a positive energy, and it really helped me evolve and really helped me heal at one point. So it most definitely has positive effect. And let me say, if you don't believe in that, if it has positive effect, just rest assured that no, that negative energy, negative thinking, fear-based energy will most definitely get you more sick. It will. So, now enough lecture about that. Let's see what card we have. If the beautiful card, you're already doing it, Scorpio. Wow. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So, stop overthinking, thinking that you have to change everything, thinking that this new year everything's got to be different, thinking that you're not already doing it, because you're already doing it. 2018 was part of the journey. You've walked the walk. You did all of that. So just keep moving forward. Just 2019, everything is going to go and, speed up. But you're already on the right path, Scorpio. Trust that. You're already doing it. So, stop overthinking. Make a decision when you're ready. Damn, Scorpio, powerful year. We're going to get one more universe card for you. As the universe has your back deck. They have very beautiful messages on it. Let's see what they get for you. Scorpios, for the year of 2019. Anything they can work with? Anything they can focus on? Scorpio 2019. Scorpio 2019. Scorpio 2019. Ooh, there we go. You guys have hope. Wow. And again, you have miracles. Hope is a conduit for miracles. Damn. Now, if that isn't powerful, I don't know what is. First, you get a card, expect the miracle, and then you have the card hope. And again, miracle in it. So that's so powerful. Wow, beautiful. Don't forget this important message. You're already doing it. Good. Good job, Scorpio. I'm really proud of you guys. The readings for January will be up soon. So thank you guys so much. If I don't see you before the new year, then Merry Christmas and a happy, blessed, fun, loving, spiritual, peaceful, and all of that journey in 2019. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll be back soon. Bye, Scorpio. I love you guys. Bye.